Okay, so today what we're doing is we're doing salmon done three different ways. And again, I gotta say this, that I'm doing this for generations to come, great grandchildren, so that they see what my interests were, what I like. And then I have 3 daughters out in college, 2 in Nevada and 1 in Oregon. And if ever they wanted to know how to prepare something, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, a healthy one, they don't have to call me up. They can go onto YouTube or Facebook, as well as they can call. That's fine. I would share with them what I know. And so today, I'm doing, well, I've already steamed my vegetables. I showed you that yesterday. And today what I did was I took wine, put it into one of these saute pots, and this is an emerald pot, and I have this whole collection of pots, very heavy pots. And I put some wine in there with the salmon, 2 steaks, 6 to 8 ounces. And what I did, I just poured the wine over it. Didn't season anything. I hate that stuff. I love cooking in minutes, and the less minutes I am cooking, I think the more flavorful the food gets, because I get a little creative. So this is peppercorn, and so what I do, I just throw peppercorn in there over the fish. You can put some lemon. You can slice some lemon and just put it over it. Put a little cracked salt, cracked pepper, and a little butter. I use the Smart Balance butter. This is no trans fats and no cholesterol. So I use about a tablespoon. And again, I hate going with math. I just use butter. I don't use a lot of it. But if I had to measure, I'll say just about a tablespoon and a half of the Smart Balance butter, no fats. And I just put that in there with Angostura bitters. And I use some of the best sesame seed oil. I love sesame seed oil. Take it from the stove top after about 4 minutes after it poach. Then you put it in the oven at about 350 degrees for about 5-6 minutes. It's done, and I'm telling you, it's a very tasty dish. Very tasty. The other one that I did, and I did this in a saute pot too, was I took the salmon and I seared it on both sides. If you can see the searing is a nice sort of golden. It's not dark, it's not real dark. And you sear it on both sides. And after it's seared, because seared, what it does, it seals the juices in. You then put it into the oven for about 5-6 minutes, 350 degrees, that's done. The next one that I did was in my wok. And again, a very good wok. You need to go down to the Asian communities or buy it online from an Asian place somewhere. I bought mine out of San Francisco. I used to buy some in all the other places, and then realized one day that where the Chinese are, they pretty much hammer their woks, and so with the metal they're hammering, and as they hammer, the hammer creates this sort of impression of indentations. And so when you put food in it, to steam or whatever, you can pull it up, and those indentations, those hammered impressions, they become a sort of a stay-in point or place for the food to sort of stay. A little wine in the middle, with a little cracked salt, cracked pepper. You cover it with your dome. As soon as the steam comes out, it's cooked. With this particular dish that I made, I put the salmon in the foil, and we're going to take a look at what happened here. I put the salmon in the foil because what the foil does, it sort of creates an oven. So I put the foil, I put the salmon in the foil and I twist it, creating this nice little oven. Now I'm going to undo what I have as an oven. Let's see what happened on the inside. I'm tearing this open for the first time. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at this. This is the salmon that I just did. I put some lemons. I put some lemons on top of the salmon with a little cracked salt, a little cracked kosher salt, cracked pepper, lemons, jalapeno peppers, onions, and I created the oven. I created that oven that I'm talking about by sealing in the wine. And again, if you cannot drink the wine, do not use the wine for cooking. That doesn't make sense at all. Usually if I'm cooking with wine, I'm having my glass of wine. And after you create the oven and you put it in there, you just put it in the wok with a little oil in it, cover it for about 6-7 minutes. I'm telling you, it's like an oven, it's done, and it tastes beautiful. So this was done with Chardonnay. And I love a lot of wines and so forth. I have a well-stocked area with lots of different alcohol, and I'm not an alcoholic. Now I'm not saying this, I'm not going to do like Richard Nixon. I'm not a crook, but I do have an extensive amount of alcohol. Not that I bought all of them, but I have friends when they come over for something that I'm having in the backyard. Somebody's bringing whiskey or wine or something, and that's fine. And then me, what I do is, if I have a friend coming over, or if I have friends over, if you came to my house one time only, some people say 3 strikes and you're out, just once, and you ask me for something and I didn't have it, next time you come, you're going to see it. And so I've developed this large wine and whiskey and vodka, because everybody's not drinking the same things. Everybody's taste buds is different. Plus, some people have diabetes, high blood pressure. So they don't want too much of alcohol, too much of this. Some people just want orange juice or a glass of milk. For the more diabetes person, he or she wants diet Pepsi or some diet product. And so whenever they come and they want it, one guy comes and he says, "Hey, look, you have wine?" I say, "Yeah." "You have red wine?" I say, "Yeah." "Do you have a Sprite or one of those things?" I said, "No." "Well, I have to get some Sprite now so he can make his own Shangri-La kind of thing." And that's fine. So I try to accommodate everybody, because I want, when I have some little gathering in the house, outside the house, in the backyard, I need to see everybody sort of comfortable doing something. They have a glass in their hand or something. So again, that created an extensive amount of alcohol that I can't even keep in the house anymore. It's in my garage. And one day I hope to build an area shelving all of this stuff and sort of labeling everything, because it is a lot. It is a lot of stuff. And so when I'm ready to cook with whatever, I know where to go and get my stuff. And you can use beer, carrot beer, stag beer. I like to use beer in hot dogs, in poaching hot dogs. I put the hot dogs in a pot, throw all types of beer, inside of it, and that gives it a lot of flavor. I love flavors that are different. So once again, this is what I pretty much eat when the day comes. And I'm a few minutes kind of a person preparing foods. I hate being in a kitchen for too long. I love a kitchen, but I hate going through this lengthy process, because I think when you come in, you ought to know what you want. You ought to know what you're going to be doing. And mine is, okay, grab this, grab this, grab this. If I'm going to the gym, I will thaw out some of the salmon. Let me quickly show you what that's like. So they come in these pouches and in these bags, 6 to 8 ounces. And so if I'm going to the gym and I feel like eating 2 of them, I just put them in a little water, put them back in the fridge. You don't want to throw things out in room temperature. You want to do it in the fridge. So you just put a little water in it, throw it out in the fridge. And when I come back from the gym, it's nice. I just pat it with my paper towels, pow pow, get my pots ready, and within minutes it's done. I'm ready to eat. I have salad, I have a nice little salad I'm actually making here. Again, I love shopping on the perimeter of a supermarket. I hate going up and down aisles, because up and down aisles represent to me chemicals that are put in these products to sustain the life, so-called life of these products. So I like to get a lot of things like the romaine lettuce, the red leaf lettuce, bring it home, wash it, dry it off, and create my own little, dressing. Little sesame seed oil, a little olive oil, a little, vinegar or something like that. You put it all together with a little bit of mustard, and that's it. You're done. No big math. A slice of pineapple with some grapes. Let me plate this one for you, because this is going to be interesting. See, so this is the salmon that I just made. I made 3 sets, but I'm going to plate this one. And so all I do now is a slice of pineapple, a slice of mango. My red lettuce is in there. I know I have some grapes in here. I got some grapes. I got red grapes and another kind of grapes. And this is lovely. With a little sesame seed dressing, the one that's nice and sweet. And I was looking for my bowl, I can't find it right now. But this is it. This is a nice meal. This is a beautiful meal. You put a slice of tomato on that. With this one here, I have the jalapeno peppers. I have the slice of lemons with the onions. And what you can do is slice a few of these sweet peppers, orange, bright orange and yellow. You slice a few of those. And what you can do is, this is a basil pesto. Pesto is a beautiful product. I found it a few years ago and I can't do without it. Because if you're eating Italian spaghetti and that kind of thing, it's nice. It's nice. It's very, very flavorful. So after you use your Italian sauces and so forth on it, to the side, you just take a nice spoonful of pesto. And this is not going to mess the product up now. And I just sort of put a nice little thing right there on that fish that I just did. Okay? And that's another beautiful dish. Let me take it out of the foil. It doesn't look nice in the foil. So let's take that out of the foil. Presentation is very, very good, because your eyes is what will do the eating and the tasting. Okay, so this is very, very nice. And again, I mean, if you want to get a little bit more fancy, you take a little lettuce or whatever it is, you put it on it, and that's it. Take a little lettuce and you put it on it, and that's fine. This is live, and I am not an editor, so anything you see goes on here, this is it, kiddo. To my grandkids, to my great-grandkids, and all of them to come, hey guys, this is what happens when you're doing things in a live kind of a way. I don't have a producer, director, and all that kind of stuff. I have no helpers. This is it. So I'm creating these dishes here for you guys, all right? And I hope that you're able to enjoy these items in college, out of college. You know, these are items to pick you up. They're not items when after you eat it you fall asleep. They're items of life, life sustenance. So again, I shop on the perimeter. The perimeter of supermarkets have fantastic stuff. And when you read the labels on all of these items, you know, and all of these things that are planted, I mean, you see the stuff. You know, it'll take care of this, it'll take care of that. I mean, these are healing things. And again, I don't mind eating something outside of it once in a while, but this is what I like to eat. And chased by, I'll tell you what goes good to this, make a white wine. Really doesn't matter, white or red, whatever your heart desires. For me, a dish like this goes with a nice bottle of water, carrot beer, cold frost on the shoulders, a nice cold stag. I mean, this is lunch now, you know. Iced tea. I love iced tea. I have all kinds of flavors of iced teas. I don't care what it is as long as it's iced tea. Whether it's sweetened or unsweetened, I love iced tea. Because they have the healing nutrients in them. So that I love. Alright, so this is it. And I hope that I was able to share or impart, you know, some of the ideas that I have when I'm cooking, and I love cooking, as you guys can see now, for those who didn't know. This is who I am. Cooking, singing, my information technology. I love those kinds of things. Fetting, if I can find a good fet. Can't here in California. Gotta wait till I get to Trinidad to do that one. But those are the kinds of things I like. Fashion, I love fashion. I love women's fashion. I love shoes, men's shoes, women's shoes. Well, not women's shoes for me, but for the woman. I love showing off things that people can buy and enjoy. I just love those kinds of things. That's who I am. All right. And anything that I do, I like sharing. All of this has come about because I remember years ago around the Queen's Park Savannah, and I grew up about 2 blocks from the Queen's Park Savannah on Woodford Street, and I could run or walk there every afternoon. There were some older guys who would sit on their benches almost opposite the Queen's Park, what used to be the Queen's Park Hotel, and they'll sit there with their newspaper, 4 or 5 of them, around maybe 5, 6 in the afternoon time. And what they'll do, they'll read, and whatever they have just finished reading, they'll share that with the next one, and the next one, and the next one. They were always sharing. And I think this is what I decided to do with my Facebook page. I decided to share what I read. I love reading. I love reading lots of newspapers and all sorts of things. As you can see, anybody who goes on my page, they will see how much reading I do. Read over 10 newspapers a day. Not all of it, but business and all that stuff, I love reading that kind of stuff. And when I read something that interests me, I feel I can't keep it to myself. I gotta share it. And that's what I try to do with these things too. Things that I've learned or created, you know, some dishes, I like sharing. So I hope that I was able to give some real good information today about preparing salmon. Don't be afraid of fish. It's very, very easy to prepare, and it's done in minutes. All right. So I'm gonna try and get something to eat now. And this carrot here, you know, with the frost on the shoulders. Hey, I think I'm gonna have a carrot today. The stag, put it back in the fridge. Okay. So see you guys next time. The next time I'm gonna try to make soups. Not try. I love soups. I make beautiful soups from scratch. No oils, no butter, none of that stuff. Great ingredients, and it's done quickly. And when it's done, I puree it. I would puree it, and everything gets sort of intertwined, mushy, nice, and it's flavorful because I bring all those flavors together in my soups. So I'll see you guys the next time. All right, take it easy. Have a good day. Bye.